bug picking. My name is Michael Shear with Fishing's Future. One of the rotations that you're going to do at the Outdoor Learning Center when you come out for the Outdoor Adventure Ed program, you're going to get to do bug picking. So you're going to ask yourself, what is bug picking? Well, stay tuned. Before we start understanding what bug picking is all about and the names of these bugs that we are looking for in our waterways, we first must understand what is habitat. Habitat is an area where animals and creatures and even humans go to find their food source. Everything they need is in a habitat. But the bugs that we're looking for are down in what we call the benthic layer. And this is why they call these bugs benthic macro invertebrates. So let's talk more about what these creatures, organisms, animals are all about. We call them benthic macro invertebrates. They are small aquatic bugs or animals that are living in the benthic layer. And the benthic layer of this beautiful pond is all that mud, where everything goes, all the vegetation, all the leaves, all the acorns, even the trash, they all end up on top of that benthic layer. And these are where you're going to find these bugs. We like to call that benthic layer the decay cafe, because all of these beautiful aquatic bugs are down there breaking up. They're decomposers, they're shredders. They're just like your Pokemon. So you're out there catching Pokemon with a Pokeball, and here in a minute I'm going to show you the aqua ball that we use when we catch our benthic macro invertebrates. So the first name we've already gone over, benthic. That's the area, the decay field. That's where you're going to find these bugs. Macro, meaning you can, correct, see them with your eyes. And invertebrate is very good. They're animals, organisms, insects that do not have a backbone. Now, earlier we said they play a crucial role in the aquatic ecosystem. Just like a habitat, this is an ecosystem. So these bugs play a crucial role on what they do in the water. But these organisms also include insects, crustaceans, mollusks. And we're going to go over a few of these on our sampling sheets here in a moment. So why are these benthic macro invertebrates so important to us? And the answer is these bugs are sensitive to environmental changes. So if you look at this water, you may think this water is pristine because it's clear. It looks beautiful. But what makes these bugs so important to us is that they are ideal organisms that tell us how the water is doing. And we break these bugs and insects, mollusks, into 3 different groups. Group 1 are the pollution sensitive group. You will not find these bugs if the water has any pollution in it. Group 2 are somewhat sensitive. They're okay with some beautiful water. They're okay with some little bit of polluted water. And that's why we put them in group 2. But then you have that group 3, pollution tolerant. These bugs love pollution. But you will not find any group 1 bugs in polluted waters. You might find a few of group 2 in there. So you're probably sitting there going, well, how are we going to catch these benthic macro invertebrates? We're not like Pokemon monsters. We don't have those red and white Pokeballs that we can throw out there and grab them and then put them into our Pokédex so we can see where we can classify them. We can classify what they can evolve into. So we have our own piece of scientific piece of equipment. And here it is. But do you know its real name? We know it's a net. Okay, if we look at it, we know it's a net. But it has a special name. Your teachers probably tell you don't overthink it. So let's use our visual and the ABCDs that we have learned in school. And I think somebody said it. It's a D-net. It's a D-net. And the D-net is designed not like a shovel, where if this was the spade of a shovel and it was down here and this bar was up here and you place your foot on it to put it inside the mud or the benthic layer. These nets were designed flat with an arch. So when you use these nets, you can put them across the benthic layer. They have a built-in catch. They have their own filtration device. They have a skirt, which is used for, I'll show you here in a little bit, when you don't want to go inside, we will show you how to use the skirt when we're placing what we catch in our catching D-net, and then how we place them in a container like that Pokédex. Then we can view our benthic macroinvertebrates and then classify them, whether they should go into group 1, group 2, or group 3. Then we can tell how our water is doing. But first, let's see how we use this net. So to properly use the D-net, we are going to place it into the water. We're not going to go into the mud. So when we go through the grasses, we're bouncing off the bottom. And when we lift, we want nice, clean water coming out. So then we can take a look inside if we caught any bugs. We can take a quick visual and see if we caught anything. And once we have made a few sweeps, we will then take it over and see what we got. When you arrive, we have tables set up with these white containers with good clean water. So when you are done with your bug picking, you can hold on to the skirt. You then push the skirt into the water, but make sure you get everything in the water. Give it a little shake, and then pull the skirt back out so you're ready to go bug picking. Now, this is where we can look into the water and see what we have caught. We do have these classification keys of everything that we have caught here at the Outdoor Learning Center. We put them in those groups for you. Damselflies, group 1s. You might even find some grass shrimp. You could find water scorpions or even a freshwater clam. But the idea is to get the nets in the water, make sure clean water is coming out, not mud. You might even catch some small bluegill sunfish or maybe even a gambosia, what we call mosquito fish. But I'm looking in here, we caught a tadpole. And I think that's the first time I've ever caught a tadpole here at the Outdoor Learning Center. Now we can look closely. And start to observe what we caught. Looks like we got a grass shrimp. And we have some of those mollusks. So then we can start using our sheet that we have provided. And even on the back, this is how we can break down. We can even write down how many of the bugs we found here at the Outdoor Learning Center. And this can help us determine how our water is doing. I'm seeing some cool stuff in there that I really like that. Look at that little sunfish over there in the corner. Oh, he's got a grass shrimp friend. Now, while we're observing, we don't want to hit the pan. We don't want to hit the table. We want to view what we caught. And then we'll take this and we'll empty it and we'll get ready for somebody else to bring their catch over. I also wanted to show you, this is a clean container. This is not a clean container. We really can't see what's in there. Again, we want to see things that we have caught. So which one do you like? A or B? I thought so. One of the things I want to demonstrate is what not to do. First thing, there's no running when you're bug picking. Just like fishing, there is no running. We do not want to take our nets and slam them in the water. I only did it once because I wanted to demonstrate that is not how we use a scientific piece of equipment. We can go out and bring it toward us, lifting, making sure we have good clean water. We could go side to side and again lift, making sure we have clean water. What we don't want is mud. We do not want mud. If you have it looking like this, you cannot tell what you got, and when we put it into the collection area, the water will just be muddy, stained. You can't see through it. Another piece of advice, when you have this piece of equipment set up correctly, you should be able to see the filter. When you arrive, if your net is pushed in like this and that skirt is inside, this piece of equipment will not work. And it also needs to be fairly clean when you get ready to start doing your bug picking. You can reach in, pull it out, make sure the skirt is out, clean. If it's dirty, you can rinse it out. If it's really dirty, you can push it back in, shake it around, put it back there. Now you're ready to get it back into the water. The last thing I want to go over is when it's time to rotate and the instructor says, everyone stop bug picking, empty your nets, and go clean them. We want to be sure that the nets are all clean. They are not with the skirt inside. We want the skirts to be on the outside, so when the next group comes in, they'll be ready to go. We also have a wonderful hanger that you can place your D-nets on. Again, making sure the skirt is out. And this is the same place that when the instructor goes over the area first, this is where you will get your D-nets. And at the end, return them clean. You may even return them better than what you found them. We'll make sure again they're clean, the skirts are out, and they're hanging. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're ready to come out to the Outdoor Learning Center. These are to give you a little bit more information when you come out to the Kenneth D. Welch Outdoor Learning Center and you're doing the Outdoor Adventure Ed program. Looking forward to seeing you when you come out. Have a wonderful day. Go over all those questions that are on those answer sheets, and you can take those answer sheets home with you, so when you come out here, you'll be able to know a little bit more about the beauty of benthic macro invertebrates.